Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Los Angeles Rams. Taken at the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. They'll run for the first time with Clyde Edwards-Helaire. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Well, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, second and a yard. Edwards-Helaire as they run out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting one more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was, and now it's 3rd down.
An early task, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. Mahomes going to throw. Going to let one fly for Robinson. He's got a man, complete. And great yardage here all the way deep into Los Angeles territory. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
Mahomes hit. He lost the football. But it looks like the Chiefs are going to get it back. We hear them discuss red zone efficiency a lot, CD, and they almost gave that one up in the red zone. Luckily, they'll have another shot.
And you and I both know that every offensive coordinator, play caller in the league, they take particular delight in their red zone calls because those are the payoff ones. But you can't call a play if your team doesn't have the ball. You've got to secure it.
Catch is made by Hardman. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
Mahomes looks to throw on 3rd down. This is caught. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Mahomes hitting his favorite target, Travis Kelce, on the touchdown pass. And the Chiefs are on the board first on the road here in L.A.
For good reason, quarterbacks want to get the ball to the perimeter to their wide receivers for big plays. But in this situation, it felt like based on coverage, he knew that he wanted his tight end to have the football, and for good reason.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. On the return is Henderson. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. And the LA offense ready for this next possession. Now the first carry for Cam Akers. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, He realizes it's his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, he left no doubt about that one because even though he hasn't left the pocket, he's got a receiver in the area, so it's not grounding, even though there's no way that ball was going to be caught.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. Wilson looking deep for Adams. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Almost feels like anything you can do, we're going to try and match or do better. We've already seen 1 touchdown pass from the opposition. They tried to equal it on that throw.
So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hekker to punt it away. A 47-yard punt, maybe a couple on the return. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. Kansas City taking the field for their 2nd drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. It's Hill, complete. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Well, it's almost as if they didn't leave the field after their first drive. They picked right up where they left off. Another good throw there. And this offense, humming here in the early going.
1st and 10, it's Edwards-Helaire with it. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Chiefs with the football as we start the 2nd quarter. As they've got it with a 2nd and 1 coming up. Mahomes now to throw. And quickly into the hands of Robinson. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
From midfield, here's Mahomes. This one hauled in, and again it's Robinson. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. Meanwhile, Mahomes' throw here complete to Kelce. And some room to roam now. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Travis Kelce, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead.
And there's a situation where as a tight end, once he gets that end zone in his sights, he's not going to back down from anyone. He doesn't worry about running to daylight. He doesn't mind running through contact. That's totally fine by him.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and it's now 14-0.
14, Rams, nothing.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. On the return is Henderson. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. So the Rams coming back onto the field, their second drive of the game. They're staring at a 2-touchdown deficit, 14-0 the score as they regroup with 1st and 10. Here's Wilson. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Now a swing pass. It's Edwards-Helaire. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay gain.
Mahomes' throw pulled in by Robinson here. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 90 yards receiving now for him in the ball game. It's a 1st down.
1st down, Chiefs.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. To throw, it's Mahomes. They'll set up the screen to Edwards-Helaire. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down.
Well, that play really didn't fool them. They completed the screen pass, but for lost yardage, a really nice play by the defense.
13 yards remaining on 2nd down. Here's Mahomes to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Robinson. That one good for 12 yards. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. This is caught by Hill for a Chiefs touchdown. It's a 6-yard touchdown pass, and the Chiefs are able to grow their lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This fielded right at the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. L.A. readies for its next possession. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete.
And he's missed now in his first 4 passing attempts. The rhythm is just not there to begin this ball game.
Devontae Adams, the intended receiver, but it's going to be 2nd down. Throwing is Wilson.
That'll be swung out wide here for Henderson.
And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. Now it's Wilson. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down.
You better be ready next time.
The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Here's Johnny Hacker now, standing just about on his own goal line. Shifts by him. It's a 43-yard punt, a return of 5, and out will come the offense as they take over.
The Chiefs going to go back on offense here late in this first half. And with great starting field position and a couple of timeouts at their disposal, they'll certainly have the green light here.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 44. Now Mahomes. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Throwing now is Mahomes. It's caught on the right side by Robinson.
And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Now it's Mahomes again. Throw right side going to be caught by Hardman. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
6-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
24 is the mic. Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up. 24 is the mic.
To throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line.
Sebastian Joseph Day
able to drop him for a loss of 4 from his defensive tackle spot. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half.
Single. Here I come.
Tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Chiefs on top. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The Rams offense ready to begin quarter number 3. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's second down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Wilson's throw pulled in by Jefferson. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. First target, first catch, and a first down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll run out of the gun with Akers. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Well, if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. They'll go again here with Akers. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
A 3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. He gets this to Davante Adams. He stiff arms him. And this will set them up nicely deep down at KC territory. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. The thing that hurt on that play, the missed tackle, that allowed the extra yardage.
It's a matchup game in the NFL. You get the guy that you want isolated, have him miss a tackle, and off you go.
They'll run here with Akers. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. Again, it'll be Akers. And he's going to bull his way down to about the 1-yard line. A nice run there, 8 yards, moves him much closer to the goal line now for 3rd down.
Well, you're going to have to stretch for this one. This is 4th down territory. They've got to get it in with the deficit that they're facing.
Absolutely. It's not the 4th quarter, but still, I think you can't be thinking 3 here.
No, if you do that, you might as well go ahead
and this time he is in. Yes. Cam Akers punching it in from a yard away. And the Rams are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the 2nd half. Able to punch it in on 3rd down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a 4th down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating when we have to make the call. They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
So here's the Chiefs offense ready for their first reps in half number 2.
And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll check on his status when we get back. Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on second and a couple.
Here's Edwards-Helaire.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. The Chiefs on 3rd down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2.
Edwards-Helaire, they'll try to run for it.
And he gets it to the 32, good enough for a first down. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And now the Rams have got it, going the other way. And they are going to score on the fumble return. Touchdown, L.A. This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark.
No doubt about it. You know, that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies.
Following the fumble recovery, it's Wilson. And they're going to get the 2. It's caught. So they get the conversion. And now we're back to a one-score game. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return.
This take it in at the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And Kansas City's offense now set and ready to go.
They'll be looking to make amends for the events of a moment ago. A fumble return for 6 points.
You absolutely have to protect the football. That's got to be priority number 1 because margin for error is starting to slip away. Now it's down to a one-score game.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Von Miller getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
Well, I think that time he just maybe held on to it a little too long, CD, because after a couple of seconds in this league, you know those defenders are coming.
And how many times do we talk about complementary football? We usually talk about does the offense help the defense? Does the defense help the offense? I think in this case, does the quarterback help out his offensive line? You only have a certain amount of time to get rid of the football. They can only do so much. On this play, he took him to the limits. Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, He's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. To the right side, it's Kelsey. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. It'll be a pickup of 14, but they're still a little bit short as it brings up 4th. Here's the Chiefs punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Here's the Chiefs punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. Taken in at the 22. They'll net only 35 here following a 43-yard boot, 8-yard return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. So Russell Wilson in the offense. Down by 8. A minute 52 to play. They need a touchdown and, of course, the 2-point conversion as well. Here's Wilson. They'll set up the screen here to Akers. Now they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down.
Oh, I know it goes against the grain here. It totally goes against it, but you've got to drop the ball in that situation. He makes a catch, but he loses yards and doesn't get out of bounds.
Clock running here, under 90 seconds to go. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. They'll run a draw now with Akers. Big hold of the 30. And finally brought down at the 34-yard line. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd, as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Here we go. It's Wilson on 4th down. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Victory in the cards now for the Chiefs as they take a knee here. The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. And now here comes Kansas City. And with the defense out of timeouts, powerless to stop the clock, this should just be a couple of kneel downs. Victory in the cards now for the Chiefs as they take a knee here. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Mahomes down to a knee, and that should just about write a finish to this one.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right, just us against the world, and get it done, how happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something. And they did in this one. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is. But, Charles, a one-score game Down to the end we went. They had one final play in that one-score game. We all knew what was coming, the Hail Mary. They just couldn't get it done.
Wasn't exactly complicated, was it? We all knew, as you said, and go long and see if we can find someone open. They didn't get it done. Someone's happy. Someone is not.
sun has gone down, and so has the temperature, as EA Sports welcomes you to GEHA Field at venerable Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City.
The scene just a few moments ago, predictably loud and raucous here at Arrowhead as their beloved Chiefs took field, and they are set to match up with the Green Bay Packers. Rodgers now on first down.
He's got Tonyan complete over the middle.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
On first down, Rodgers.
A throw complete to the tight end, Tonyan.
And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
I don't care what sport you're playing. Everyone likes to build up a little momentum, don't they? And look at this, back-to-back completions to the big target at tight end.
That one not as profitable as the other, but still a decent gain. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Packer first down. Good job there, pretty simple. The hole was created, runner just darted right through.
Yeah, that's kind of play teams are looking for to have some success early in a ball game. And if you're an offensive play caller, you mark that run down. Make sure you keep coming back to it throughout the game until they stop it.
Shoves him aside. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
And the Packers are going to have it first and goal as he'll take this down to about the 3.
They've taken this opening kickoff and marched it right down the field defensively. Not much resistance.
And that's the point, because my admiration is for the guys moving the ball right now. They know what they're doing. Their plan is working. But I flip it over and watch and say, okay, what are you going to do to change things up? Because if you don't, they're going to put that ball in the end zone real soon.
He hauls it in. Valdez-Scantling for the Packers touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown pass. And the Packers are on the board first here on the road in Kansas City. On is Mason Crosby for the point after. And it's good to make it 7-0 Packers.
Makes the score Packers 7, Chiefs nothing.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. On the return, Williams.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. KC's offense ready to take over.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 23. First carry for Nick Chubb. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
offensive line really didn't give him any room to maneuver on that play.
Things closed pretty quickly, didn't they? And how about the wrap-up at the end of that tackle? Left no doubt there would be no additional yardage to be found.
Mahomes going to throw. Man open, that's Byron Pringle complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 23 yards the pickup there.
Obviously, slowing down Mahomes, going to be a tall order. He gets the completion there, but what do defenses need to try to do against him?
Well, as we saw in the Super Bowl against Tampa Bay, their number one goal was to get him to third down and long situations. Not third and manageable, meaning 3rd and 4 or less, but 3rd and 7 or more. There were plenty of those situations because now you can unleash your pass rushers. And if you can get that going, get him pressured in the pocket, get him on the move, use those 7 behind him to cover, that's how you can play Patrick Mahomes the best, I believe.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10, down at the 31. A run for Nick Chubb. Chubb will have the first down and much more. And he's going to get it all the way down to the 10-yard line. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter from Arrowhead. It's the Chiefs in possession. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit them, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll run with Chubb, and they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. Devondre Campbell, the one who fought his way in there to make the play.
And that's exactly what offenses try to avoid by using motion and throwing different formations up. They hate when he can draw a bead on the play, get a running start, and make a big play behind the line of scrimmage as he did just there.
On 2nd and goal, here's an option play left. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Patrick Mahomes, a 13-yard touchdown run. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Defensively, they told us that the top priority was defending option plays this week. But here on the very first drive, the defense broke down a bit.
It certainly did, and it's really not a surprise because defending option football is difficult. You have to think too much. Most of the time, you just react to what you see and you play fast. Here you're reacting, you're processing. Do I have the back? Do I have the quarterback? Who do I take? Do I take on a blocker? And next thing you know, he's in the end zone.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. The Packers offense here coming back out for their second drive. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
And, partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw is Rodgers. And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Here's Rodgers to throw. And this one is incomplete.
Well, when you've got a tight end who can run, you've got to give him a shot to unlock the defense. Want to see what they can get, taking the big shot downfield. That one winds up incomplete.
On fourth down, on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. Call it 46 yards on the punt, just a single yard on the return as he was covered quickly. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Kansas City taking the field for their second drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
2nd down, here's Chubb again. And this Green Bay defense making that play look a lot like the previous one. Both tackles behind the line of scrimmage. 3rd down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard. He was able to escape momentarily in the backfield, but you could just kind of tell that wasn't going anywhere.
You know, in the film session, he'll get a minus for not getting him on the ground by himself. But what the coach is really going to analyze, how fast did his teammates get there to help him? If one guy slows him up, everyone else better be there, and that's what they got on that play.
And he gets this only to the 41, not near enough for the first. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be 4th down. On 4th down, Tommy Townsend to punt for Kansas City. Fair catch called for and made, but now we'll have to see about the penalty. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Now a draw play. This is Jones. And just not much to be had there. 1 yard out to the 10.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Out of the backfield, this is Aaron Jones. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down. Now Rodgers. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a 1st down. Rodgers finding Adams for a Packer first. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
Throwing again on second down. Rodgers. And that's complete to Adams. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Two first downs have them up to the 41 now for 1st and 10. Throwing now is Rodgers. Got a man and he hits him in stride. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. Here's 2nd and a yard. To throw, it's Rodgers. This one swung out here to Jones. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 40. So a touchdown apiece. That's what we have to show at halftime as they head to the locker room. 7-7 our score. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, Williams now on the return. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Now here's Mahomes. They set up the screen to Chubb. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He said, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a first down.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Nice run defense presented there, and what I mean by that is discipline. Guys filling the right gaps in the right holes, no one over pursuing, and making a very nice play.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A well-executed 22-yard gain. They go play fake. Mahomes. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Well, Zadarius Smith there getting in and bringing him to the ground. Well, he shot in, CD, like he was out of a cannon from that linebacker position. And even though they had a running back in the backfield, no one could stop him.
Well, you certainly diagnosed that play perfectly because as fast as he got into the backfield, you're exactly right. The running back had no shot to get over and try and protect his quarterback, and a sack resulted.
Being chased out left. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
Partner was a definite passing down, but he was able to leak out and pick up some good yardage, even though the coverage was excellent. Maybe it's not exactly how they drew it up, but he still got a big chunk of yardage on 2nd down.
From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Rashawn Gary coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest ones, maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
So here are the Packers now. They get set for their first possession of half number 2. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at their own 24. Now Rodgers. He finds Randall Cobb with a completion. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. But I bet the offensive lineman said, "Are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the 1st down." They love being physical.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. So the scoring dried up here in the 3rd. Nothing that quarter for either side. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. We're back now in KC. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. 7-7 is our score. Pretty even matchup so far as we start quarter number 4. Now here's a throw that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Rodgers to Cobb, good for a Green Bay 1st.
Barney sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep, then curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, it's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like you said, listen, if you're going to sell the go, just go, and let's see who's faster.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, right now, the story of this game continuing to be the defenses, because the offenses, they're finding it difficult to establish any rhythm whatsoever.
I like how you come to us in praise of defense, Brandon, because that's exactly right. That was an incompletion force there, but we've seen it throughout this game. Both of these defense coordinators, they're a step ahead of their offensive counterparts.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, as we all know, possessions are crucial in a tie game, and let's face it, I really didn't need to tell you that. You already knew it. So when he sees he's got nothing good going, an excellent decision to just send that one to the sideline.
A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on 3rd down. Here's Rodgers. Oh, he's going to go for it all. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Some boos coming down right now from this home crowd after that call.
Yeah, and that was because of the pass interference call, but for a second there I thought maybe they'd gotten a look at my appearance as Othello in the high school play.
You were Othello?
Not a good one, let me tell you.
A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. Jones, and he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Aaron Jones taking it in from 2 yards out, and the Packers have taken the lead.
Just power football there, down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible, but all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
Crosby with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. And now after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. To throw, it's Mahomes. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Boy, that was certainly well-read defensively. And the key to any screenplay is space to work. And there was none to be found there. And they tackle it for just a short gain.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And this will be incomplete. The Chiefs on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Mahomes now to throw. And going deep for Hill. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And all the way inside the 35 before he goes out of bounds. A full 40 yards that time on 3rd down as the chains move with a lot of room to spare. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Here's Mahomes to throw. And his throw here's incomplete.
I didn't like the look of that play right from the beginning. I thought he should have seen the coverage that was there, tried to force it in. That one, he's fortunate, just fell incomplete.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10.
56, the mic, boys, 56.
Now it's Mahomes again. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a 1st down there.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
From the gun, it's Mahomes.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Xavier Howard. And the Packers are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. They'll try to run some clock now with Jones. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Second down and 8. Again, it's Jones. And he'll be taken down at the 18. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. To throw is Rodgers. And able to find Allen Lazard. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So 50 left in the football game. for one of the truly iconic stadiums in the NFL as you get a look at Lambeau Field here in Green Bay, Wisconsin. We all know this community lives for its Packers, and the green and gold came out of the tunnel a short time ago, and it was loud. We are ready for football, so are they, as the Packers get set to match up with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. A first carry for Leonard Fournette. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Someone's looking fresh, and this O-line is definitely licking their chops. Everyone likes to run block. If you're an offensive lineman, nice early burst, nice gain too.
Fournette once more on second down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
Partner, one thing I was lousy at growing up, track and field, I could never anticipate the start before a race, but how about that backer? He figured it out, jumped the count, and turned it into a really nice play for his defense.
Now it's Wilson. Throw left side complete. That's Howard. And he is going to have a Bucs first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4.
That throw's not going to get them a whole lot, but that really didn't matter, did it? They got what they needed on that throw. Picked up the first down, and I'm going cliche here. Game of inches, partner.
Absolutely. And you talked to me a lot about opening drives, how key those are to set the tone. You kept the drive alive. 3rd down conversion here is big. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I don't think there's any doubt that if it's me, I'd be really cautious about continuing to call this play because you got to know, defenders, if they get a free shot at the QB, they want to take it, and they want to take it big.
And they got it there on the option play for a look. Oh, Fournette loses it. It's out, and the Packers pick it up. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. Not only a fumble loss there, but a fumble lost on your first drive in your own territory.
Now you're dealing with a lot of stuff here because you feel bad going off the field because you gave up the football. How does your own defense feel now having to go out there and stop them when the momentum has clearly shifted in their favor?
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now after the fumble recovery, it's Rodgers. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers. And this is caught. Mercedes Lewis with a grab. And out of bounds right around the 20. That one a first down pickup of 8.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it...
Trying to get it to Cobb, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And the Buccaneers are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back down and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
2nd down, here's an option right. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. A solid gain of 7 yards that time on the keeper and a first down. So that was all you're looking for on a play like that. Get the first down and keep the drive moving.
Yeah, it just looked to me like he just said to himself, I've got this. I'll take it. I'll pick it up, and let's keep moving. Get the first down, get a new set, and let's start over.
Fournette, a first down carry. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 43-yard line.
Second down, back to Fournette.
And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Now, after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. We're scoreless after one. Second quarter now, and it's Buccaneer football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Throwing is Wilson. Throwing left side, he's got Gronk, complete. A gain of 6 there on first.
There's completion to the tight end, and I think that we're looking at something out of central casting, frankly.
Absolutely. I mean, size, the hands.
Speed. I mean, can flat out run. You put that whole package together, you light up the eyes of an offensive coordinator, don't you?
On second down, here's Fournette. And he's got some space here. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. 36 yards for Leonard Fournette as his guys are on the board first here tonight.
Well, they've done a pretty good job keeping him in check to that point, but he finally breaks off a nice run here and gets into the end zone.
And it just takes one, doesn't it, partner? That can undo a lot of good work that a defense has done to that point. You break off one right there, and everything suddenly looks bad for you.
Extra point put through by Succop, and it's now a 7-0 game. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. The return man is Hill.
And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
The Packers offense here coming back out for their second drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you've got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain of 32 that time. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. That is caught. It's the tight end, Tunyon. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Back-to-back plays of right around 30 yards, and the field position has totally been flipped. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Rodgers now to throw.
Open man left side, it's the tight end, Tunyon. And the Packers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. Here's Rodgers to throw. Touchdown, Packers!
Robert Tunyon
there to make the grab. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up.
You got to figure down by the goal line. This is where a tight end earns his money in the high traffic area. And he's able to work free in the middle of the end zone and grabs that one for a touchdown.
Crosby connects on the extra point, and we are tied here in the second quarter. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. The Bucs ready to take over once again. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior. Big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Rashawn Gary. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. And they sent him on the blitz from that linebacker spot, and boy, he got there quickly.
He certainly did, and obviously he could have used a block from his running back, but I think you nailed it right there. The defender got into the backfield so fast, it's hard for anyone to react.
Another try after the first down sack. Wilson, and he'll go down for a loss inside his own 5 at the 4. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. Out of the pistol, it's Fournette. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Here's Bradley Pinion now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return. The Packers with a football here late in this first half. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
Rodgers now on first down. A throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
I know that halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And it'll be incomplete. Good job staying with him defensively. And it'll bring up second down.
So much about defending the pass is being able to be right there the moment the ball gets to the receiver. And he was right in his hip pocket, helping force that incompletion.
So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Rodgers going to throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
Coverage was very good that time. A nice job to smother him as the ball arrived, and that ensured an incomplete pass.
And it keeps 6 points off the board. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. To throw, it's Rodgers. He gets this to Davante Adams. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
First and 10 at the 23-yard line. Mason Crosby on for the field goal. A 40-yard attempt.
And Crosby puts it through. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So no problems at all on that one. And you know, virtually no win. This is a kicker's dream here tonight.
It absolutely is, isn't it? So to me, with no wind, it should be a passer's dream as well, right? But in this case, the defense held out. They had to force the field goal.
Time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away from the 6. And he returns this to the 22. One more drive here for the Buccaneer offense in this first half. And we'll see how aggressive they want to be in these final stages before the half. All that remains is to snap this once, and that'll do it for the first half of play. So we're at halftime here at Lambeau with the Packers taking the lead to the break. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, returning it, Hill. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Packers ready to go to start quarter number 3. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that
And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. The 305-pound Ndamukong Suh fighting the path to the QB there.
Well, partner, we know they came out of the locker room down on the scoreboard, but I will guarantee you the defensive side of the ball got super emotional. They can come out and play with aggressiveness, with fury, because they don't have to be quite as precise, and it paid off for them on that play, didn't it?
Sure did. Under pressure, they got him again. Ndamukong Suh able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening.
Now that's the way to start the second half. Back-to-back sacks. Whatever the halftime speech was, I hope they recorded it.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th.
I think that call was made not so much to try and get the first down, although they would have taken it if they could have gotten it, but to give their punter a little bit of space and try and help out their defense.
Yeah, they got the safe completion on 3rd. On now is the Packers punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. So a change of possession here on the punt, and the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Dumps it off to Fournette. Give him 7 on the play, and it'll be a 2nd down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 41-yard line.
Wilson. And a catch right side by Evans. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So that one will be accepted. So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Here's Wilson. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a first down.
You always worry about those smaller receivers running through that gnarly patch of land in the middle of the field. But he did a really nice job there holding on to the football and protected himself as best he could while completing the play.
A handoff, Fournette running left. Oh, able to avoid him. And they'll get this down to the 10. 80 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Now Leonard Fournette. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. It was Jamal Adams up from his safety spot to make the play behind the line. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. From the shotgun, Wilson. And it's caught. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. Tyreek Hill from 13 yards out. And the Bucs are going to retake the lead. Those are the touchdowns that aren't just scored on Sundays or on Monday night. Those are the ones that are scored during the week because they had that preparation and a great route run.
Oh, I love that observation because you don't just roll out on game day and say, okay, go run this route and let's get it done. That means exactly what you said. The practice had to occur beforehand, which led to the timing, which led to the touchdown.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with a game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Rodgers' throw here pulled in by Lazard. And he's out of bounds, but not before a big pickup that time on what's going to wind up being the final play of the third quarter. We have played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now at Lambeau. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. It's the Packers who have the football, but in need of points as we begin quarter number 4. Shaquille Barrett in on the tackle.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now Rodgers. This one swung out here to Jones. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. That'll be a pickup of 4 as they work with his 4-point fourth quarter lead.
Now Rodgers. Got a man. It's Tunyon. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. A good-looking drive for the Packers so far. It's a first down.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not even going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
Hey, take 26. Over here. Hey, take 26.
On first down, Rodgers. He'll drop this underneath for Jones. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. They'll get 13 yards for the second play in a row.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
Rodgers again now. Completes it left side to the tight end Lewis. And down inside the 15 he goes. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Here's Rodgers. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Shaquille Barrett put that sack by his name in the stat sheet. The clock rolls as the Packers look to hurry things up. To throw is Rodgers. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Back to throw, Rodgers. It's caught here by Adams. And he'll be tackled right on the 10, well short of the first down. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a fourth down.
All right, let's just put it on the table real quick here. This is 2-minute drill. You got to know they're looking for their number one receiver.
Yeah, you think they'd be ready for that? That time they weren't. Down 4 late. Got to go for it here on fourth down. Now Rodgers. Got to have this one. And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute.
Wow. I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but not. And now remember, all touchdowns are reviewed, and in a tight game like this, they're going to take a good, long look at it. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taken at the goal line. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
So Russell Wilson in the offense. Down 17-14. A little over 50 seconds remaining. And they need, at minimum, 3 points out of this as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing now is Wilson. Dancing to his left. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Nice solid game there, partner, but the clock is starting to become his enemy.
Absolutely. Every second right now, more and more precious as it ticks. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Now Wilson. Now he'll escape to his left.
On an excellent tackle there as they keep him in bounds and hold him to no gain.
The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. Intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. The Packers looking to get out of here with a win as they take the knee. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. And they will take a knee here. So it's all over. A Green Bay victory, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through, and they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.